Word to mother, I always say I'm blessed because I dead ass could have been dead or in jail. Like just from really living like that, you know what I'm saying? I want everything earned. I'll earn all my fans, I don't care. And I went and worked for that. I had to make my shit undeniable. It's like a boxing match. I'm not leaving it up to the judges.
Hey, it's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and this is The Truth. We're live in Brooklyn, the County of Kings. And today we're gonna connect with an MC from this very borough who continues to reignite the New York hip hop scene. I'm talking about the charismatic independent force, Troy Ave. Fresh off his placement on the XXL Freshman cover and on the eve of his Hot 97 Summer Jam main stage debut, we're gonna connect with the BSB Records artist and talk about his past accomplishments, his future goals, and whether or not he's gonna sign to a major label. Welcome me, man, it's The Truth. Troy, what up, baby?
Ain't shit, man, I'm here.
Yeah,
I finally made it, man, you know. I'm blessed in this motherfucker, man. I'm on the truth, man, like, nigga had to be on the truth.
You got the special Sukuji sweater, man, they don't be rocking that, man.
This is a light day. I had to go do a few things. I got these sneakers ain't out yet, all type of fly shit today.
Why the BKMCs always gotta be so stylish, man?
I'm just getting dressed, man. I don't know nothing about no style, man. I just get dressed.
I know you put so much work in. Now when people think like, okay, who's a cat in New York that's the upcoming MC who's bubbling? Everybody say Troy Ave.
They got to. Yeah.
I think even cats that don't even believe yet still say it because they know that's because if it ain't you,
right,
who is it,
who
right?
Is it? You know what I'm saying? Who putting on for the East Coast, New York City out here representing like that?
So what's it like to finally have that? Because I know that was always, even calling your shit New York City the album.
100%.
You know, you're going for that.
I call my shit New York City the album, and niggas been out in New York for years putting it down. Nobody never named their shit New York City the album. You know what I'm saying? And I had the courage and the guts to do that because I knew what I was representing. I knew it was gonna be an uphill battle, and now it feels good. It feels like I ain't at the mountaintop yet, but I could see that motherfucker. Yeah. And I was coming from the bottom of the Appalachian, like, what the fuck?
It wasn't cool to be a New York rapper. Now cats forgot at a certain point, right? At a certain point, it got that way.
I was really paying a homage to all the rappers from New York City who did their thing, who I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And if I didn't have them on a record, I wanted to have a record with that type of feel, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like this was the foundation of the city that I'm standing on now, you know what I'm saying? Along with my own shit, but these are niggas that laid it down, so you always gotta salute, respect, and then, you know, do your own thing, keep it moving after that. You gotta be where you from and sound like where you from and represent that. Yeah. That's why you got a nigga like YG, classic album on the West Coast.
Yeah, so you giving it up to him, so you think he made a classic record?
Yeah, he saluted. He say, yo, my nigga, you that nigga on the East Coast. Word to mother, you that nigga, you doing your thing. And that's because that's what people want to hear. They want you, like I always say, you don't go to the Chinese restaurant looking for a slice of pizza. That ain't what you want from there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you appreciated his album, right? Because he told his story, right?
Hell yeah, he told his story. He put it down from a West Coast nigga perspective. Like, I was just with T.I. last night, post, and I had to tell him, yo, my nigga, that trap music shit, that shit really made me know what the fuck Atlanta was about. I like when niggas use their own lingos and their slangs, and they look how they look, and they represent who they are, as opposed to trying to be like somebody else, because it ain't nothing unique, it ain't 100.
And you know, you represent something different in hip-hop. I guess the best display of that is not his freshman cover. I know you wanted it for a while.
Yeah.
So take me through that whole process of getting this XXL Freshman cover. Like,
man, I want the freshman cover for the past 2 years, and you see people on the cover, and you might feel like, or the fans might feel like, yo, damn, Troy Ave, you should have been on there ahead of them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And even at times, I might have felt like I should have been on there ahead of them, but I ain't never expressed that or put that negativity out there, because to me, that's corny. Like, all right, I felt like that, nigga. You didn't make the cover, somebody made it over you, get over it. I never hated on nobody. I say, you know what? Maybe it's something I'm not doing. I look in the mirror. Yeah. It's something that I'm not doing that don't got me being picked over these people or whatever, and I went and worked for that. I had to make my shit undeniable. It's like a boxing match. I'm not leaving it up to the judges. I'm knocking them the fuck out.
We're not
going to the cards. Fuck that. Can't go to the cards. Not on this east side of things, you can't. Fuck that.
So take me through the whole process. You get that call. What was that like?
I actually went to the XXL office, and it was just so ill being there. They was fucking with me. So I come into the office, and then she's like, yeah, so it was you and somebody else. Why should you be picked over them? I said, I'm not here to fucking kick nobody back and then say why I should be picked over this person or that person. Yeah, I say, yo, whether y'all pick me or not, I don't care. at this point, my trajectory is crazy. I'm already going. And that's from hard work and dedication. I got the foundation, you know what I'm saying? Word to mother, I always say I'm blessed because I dead ass could have been dead or in jail. Like just from really living like that, you know what I'm saying? And just to even be here, like being here kicking it with you, like on the truth. I remember watching this shit like, damn, I need to be on this shit, man. But back to the XXL thing.
Yeah. See, you let him
So,
know.
yeah, I said, man, I said, yo, I don't care, man. I said, y'all bugging by even asking me that question. I'm not gonna kick
Put nobody
back
down
in.
so you can come up.
Yeah, so I could come up. I don't come up off. I come up off my own merit or whatever. So I was flipping. It was to the point I was like, man, fuck this office. I'm out. I don't care. And then she's like, well, you got it. I was like, oh, I choked her. I said, oh, I fucking hate you, B. What the fuck? Don't do it. Come on, I'm black. You know we get high blood pressure. Don't do me like that. Don't play with me like that, man. I was tight, or the mother.
You represent the streets. A lot of some MCs don't. Like, so I know with those type of covers, they're trying to put an eclectic group together, like all different types of MCs, all different types of regions.
If somebody say, yo, Troy Ave is a gangster rapper, whatever, I wear that label. Niggas need labels. That's what it's about. Everybody have a fucking label. If they be like, yo, Elliott Wilson is a light-skinned nigga, you can't get mad. That's your label. Nigga, he call himself Yellow Nigga. That's your label.
I know a label that you like.
What's that?
First independent artist on the Hot 97 Summer Jam main stage.
Ever.
How did you pull this off, man? Summer Jam main stage.
Hard work.
I think the festival last year was the first time we really connected.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, we really talked.
And I told them.
And you was walking around like you own that shit. To be fair.
I mean,
the festival shit. You was running around
like me. I was walking around representing New York. I was walking around how New York supposed to walk around. I was just representing. This is what it is. They said, well, how long till you on the main stage, Troy Ave? I said next year. 1 year exactly. I always keep my word. When have I lied to the people? Man, niggas act like they forgot. I always keep my word. When I heard them announce it, they had everybody on the radio announcing it. Like, yeah, Hot 97 Summer Jam. They was making an announcement. I heard my name. That shit, man, everything. That shit was like a dope accomplishment, you know what I'm saying, in life.
Independent still.
Yeah, period. That's up there with buying a big body Benz, buying your first kilo, allegedly, being on Summer Jam, buying your first Rolex. Like, all them type of shits are big accomplishments in life. All this type of shit that I'm doing, I'm knocking out my goals and accomplishments, and this shit happening. Like, it's one thing to say you're gonna do something and think about it, and then it's another thing for you to really do it. And you'd be like, oh, this shit is real. None of this shit was planned. I always planned success to be successful, but I didn't know how it was gonna happen or when.
Hits the radio and all that.
Yeah, I just knew, yo, this nigga work hard. Ain't nothing bad ever came from being consistent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, just keep working hard. Fuck it.
Heard we got a Big Your Style remix coming too, man. Heard we got a big one coming, man.
Yeah, pause. I don't know who got a big one coming. Not on the truth. That's not the truth. When y'all hear this fucking Your Style remix, y'all gonna say this the best remix of the fucking year.
I can tell you gonna tell me the names.
Definitely not gonna tell the names. We're not gonna get that truth out.
It's for the summer. Summer gonna be right.
Summer gonna be real right. My nigga, I got a whole album already done.
That's Made You Without a Deal.
Made You Without a Deal. Fact though, already done. Nigga, the shit just came together so ill. I'm telling you, I'm that nigga. I've been telling people I was that nigga for a while, and y'all gonna realize it, man. Fact though. Come on, I got a fade with a part, dope boy swag fucker. The world gonna know it when they see me on that freshman cover. I told them that. And then I did it.
Yeah, man, we took the conversation inside Kif, man. Troy Avenue, and I had to get Hovain, the manager extraordinaire, man. BSB, baby. BSB Records is in the building.
Nigga, we made it.
I was trying not to talk about the business side while we was out in the street because I really wanted to find out the state of things. I mean, a lot of people that may not know. Why isn't Troy Ave BSB signed to a major label yet?
No major label have met our needs and demands. But we feel like we still got a little bit of way to go to build the equity to maximize the cashing out.
Okay.
Nigga said our demands.
Are you immovable in your demands?
No, not
like
at
you
all.
guys negotiate?
I'm not a terrorist. It's a fair give and take.
There's flexibility, my brother.
There's flexibility. There's a certain number that we're comfortable with. There's a certain amount of clauses that we're comfortable with. But if you can't meet all of those things, I understand how the music business is now post Trinidad James. So I understand how things work, and I'm more than willing to play ball and negotiate.
Can you explain post Trinidad James people that may not understand?
A lot of people feel like after, like in the NBA when they gave Kevin Garnett his second $100 million deal, they was like, whoa.
When Rashard Lewis robbed niggas for all that money.
When Rashard Lewis got the $100 million deal, all the owners got together like, yo, we can't let this happen no more. We feel like
kind of getting swayed by a guy with one big record and just throwing too much money at him, I guess.
Yeah, kind of changed the landscape of the way they do business a little bit, because it was like we took a risk on this and it did this, and now we got to make sure. Because, you know, they're a bank at the end of the day.
Fact, though.
But is it difficult? Because obviously, you know, you've been independent for so long and you get this point where this person's hot. How do you sustain that interest? Like, is Jagged Spike still putting that work in?
We keep working.
Are the calls thirsty now as they were like 3 months ago? How do you keep that like?
They're more because he's done more. Is Summer Jam, is the freshman cover. So selling more records, showing that the BSB has selling power because iTunes is doing well. So the calls are more. They've been consistent and now they're being more aggressive.
Fact though.
There's more.
Man, you gotta think, man. You ain't gonna give me what I got. I remember the Reverend Young Jeezy said that. You ain't gonna give me what I got. I got on motherfucking Versace socks, man. You know this the truth, so Elliott ain't gonna lie. You ain't got close up on it. I got on Versace socks, man. Motherfucking Rolex watches, thousands of dollars in my pocket for no reason, just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And like,
there's no rush to sign.
Yeah, come on, you gotta come to the
ain't
table.
you ready to play with other people's money, man? Come on, man.
We're doing that. We're doing a whole bunch of e-commerce. We're doing deals here and there.
So that kind of balances it out too, right?
100%. I think
clothing endorsements.
I think the endorsements that we're doing across the board, not just clothing wise, but we got a bunch of other stuff in the works. I think he's in more of a comfortable place than most artists that are signed.
Right.
Because I see them out there struggling.
Issue like besides the business side with you guys, is it issues also making sure that when you do sign, once the money's right, and that side is where it needs to be. And certain people there. What is it about where it stands with creative freedom? Do you feel like you can still execute things the way you'd want them?
100%. That's like one of the main things to remain creative control. Yeah.
See my face?
Creative control. We're not.
Nigga, please.
How does one get? All these artists want to know how does an artist step to a major label and get that creative control?
That's the thing. We're not stepping to them. They're stepping to us.
Yeah. Very
so
true.
you calling me. You're not gonna call me the house and tell me what to wear.
That's fact,
you invited me here.
Yeah.
We're gonna work together and find a happy median for both parties.
And you gotta remember, niggas can't tell me how to create no shit because motherfuckers told me I couldn't. Yo, you know, they told me that I wouldn't get on by talking about street shit in New York City. It's not gonna work. They told me that. And I said, no, that's not good. Nigga, I'm gonna do it. That's a fact. No, not record companies. Radio publications.
Magazines.
Magazine publications. And then turn around and I'm on that cover of that magazine publication. I said, it's gonna work. You can't tell me. I don't go with what's popular. I go with what's right. I'm gonna make it happen because I got that willpower. I ain't one of these weak niggas out here who wanna go, oh, this person made a record like this. I gotta make something like that to get played. Or this person used that producer. I gotta make, nah, that's weak shit. We ain't them weak niggas. BSB stand alone. We ain't come to fit in. We came to stand out, and everything been outstanding. That's a fact, though. I did everything that motherfuckers wasn't doing. I went against the grain. I didn't come with no fucking turn up my wrist. I didn't come with, I'm a stoner smoking mad drugs. I didn't come with trying to bounce or sound like somebody else. I didn't have to get Future on the hook. I didn't do none of that. I came on some nigga New York, East Coast. I did what nobody was doing. I'm influenced by my environment, and that's why my music sound like it do. It sound like you murking off in a brand new Benz and hitting a pothole and being tight as fuck. It sound like getting up at 4 a.m. and going to get a Dutch from the store. It sound like the train tracks running across your crib while you watching Game of Thrones or something, and you like, fuck, this shit mad loud. You can't do that other places. And that's what my music sound and feel like. Nigga listen to my music, they gonna feel New York.
So talk about your partnership with Hovain and why you have utmost confidence that when he's taking calls and doing meetings, you know, representing you, he's gonna represent you the right way.
What people don't understand is me and Hovain ain't just, wasn't like just a rapping nigga and then I got with a manager who was already established in the music. We decided to do this. Everything we ever decided on, we fucking made it happen. That's a fact though. Rap shit ain't nothing, this shit a layup. I seen this nigga under real pressure, flashing lights behind you on the I-95 North, and you thinking, man, if this shit for me right now, 15 years minimum. That's real pressure, this shit is nothing. Ask Jay, ask Jay-Z, he know about the type of pressure, like the rap shit is easy. Yeah. I seen this nigga do all type of shit that I can't even talk about on here, you know what I'm saying? And if he could do that, he could do this. No problem. I don't even have to be in a room and I know it's straight.
Hovin, what's the transition been like living that life and not being in this life for you?
Sleep better. Pay taxes.
And did you push Troy to take this belief to go to the music side of things?
Because he was talented, but it's like, you know, the route that we was taking, you have to have money to fund it, because, you know, we independent. It's not no big homie. You know
Talent don't pay no bills.
Yeah, talent don't pay no bills. So it was like we had to get to a point where we were financially stable and we felt like we could put our all into music 100%, because you can't do both.
Yeah.
You can't be running around. You can't be running around the streets. They're like, ain't you Jose? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw you with Elliott Wilson the other day. You know?
Hovin, what's your input in terms of the music? Like, he makes records and how much opinion do you give? Be like, this isn't working. I like this one, but
we have a good working relationship. He does the music with input for me. I do the business with input for him. But I don't try to be him. He don't try to be me. I let him be him. He let me be me. We both trust each other. We didn't get to this point by accident. It's not like we have a formula that works and we're not going to try to change it now that we garnered some more success. And a lot of people, they come through with hits, or it'll be a hit for the moment. And the people not gravitating towards you, they like your song, they don't like you.
They like
people
the niggas on the hooks.
People are invested in him and our movement. We didn't have no big smash hit that they fell in love with. They like us, they like what we doing, they like his style, they like the way we moving. Like my style. You see what I did there?
They know. Came so far from Dylan and Blow, been on my grind, and now it shows. Ain't nobody round who sound like this. We ain't the same. They rode that dick. Fuck them lames. Get down with this. Pop champagne, girl, shake your hips. Everything that I'm talking about is the truth. I ain't lied to the people not one time. I want everything earned. I'll earn all my fans. I don't care. That's what we into.
Thank you, Troy.
Man, thank you for having me, my nigga.
My nigga.
I'm on the truth, nigga.
That's it, man. It's time to leave these BK streets. I want to thank Coverboy Troy for taking the time. What do you think of the BSB movement he's putting together? Do you think Troy should sign to a major label? Subscribe to youtube.com, Jay-Z's Life and Times. Hit us up on Twitter @Life and Times. Hit me up @Elliott Wilson and leave your comments. It's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and that's the truth. And talk about his past accomplishments, his future goals, and whether or not he's gonna sign to a major label. Welcome me, man, it's the truth. Troy, what up, baby?
Ain't shit, man. I'm here.
Your
I
borough.
finally made it, man. You know, I'm blessing this motherfucker, man. I'm on the truth, man. Like, nigga had to be on the truth.
You got the special Sukuji sweater, man. They don't be rocking
Yeah,
that,
this
man.
is a light day. I had to go do a few things. Word to mother, I always say I'm blessed because I dead ass could have been dead or in jail. Like, just from really living like that. You know what I'm saying? I want everything earned. I'll earn all my fans. I don't care. And I went and worked for that. I had to make my shit undeniable. It's like a boxing match. I'm not leaving it up to the judges.
Hey, it's Elliott Wilson from Rap Radar, and this is The Truth. We're live in Brooklyn, the county of Kings. And today we're gonna connect with an MC from this very borough who continues to reignite the New York hip hop scene. I'm talking about the charismatic independent force, Troy Ave. Fresh off his placement on the XXL Freshman cover and on the eve of his Hot 97 Summer Jam main stage debut, we're gonna connect with the BSB Records artist.
Niggas been out in New York for years putting it down. Nobody never named they shit New York City, the album. You know what I'm saying? And I had the courage and the guts to do that because I knew what I was representing. I knew it was gonna be an uphill battle. And now it feels good. It feels like I ain't at the mountaintop yet, but I could see that motherfucker. Yeah. And I was coming from the bottom of the Appalachian, like, what the fuck?
It wasn't cool to be a New York rapper. That cats forgot at a certain point, right? At a certain point, it got that way.
I was really paying homage to all the rappers from New York City who did their thing, who I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't have them on a record, I wanted to have a record with that type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like this was the foundation of the city that I'm standing on now. You know what I'm saying? Along with my own shit, but these are niggas that laid it down. So you always gotta salute, respect, and then, you know, do your own thing, keep it moving after that. You gotta be where you from and sound like where you from and represent that. Yeah. That's why you got a nigga like YG, classic album on the West Coast.
Yeah, so you giving it up to him, so you think he made a classic record.
Yeah, he saluted. He say, yo, my nigga, you that nigga on the East Coast. Word to mother, you that nigga, you doing your thing. And that's because that's what people want to hear. They want you, like I always say, you don't go to the Chinese restaurant looking for a slice of pizza. That ain't what you want from there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you appreciated his
Things, got these sneakers ain't out yet, all type of fly shit. Today.
Why the BKMCs always gotta be so stylish, man?
I'm just getting dressed, man. I don't know nothing about no style, man. I just get dressed.
I know you put so much work in. Now when people think like, okay, who's a cat in New York that's the upcoming MC who's
Right.
bubbling? Everybody say Troy Ave.
They got to. Yeah.
I think even cats that don't even believe yet still say because they know that's because if it ain't you,
Right.
who is
and
it,
who
right?
is
At
it?
that
You know what I'm
point?
saying? Who putting on for the East Coast, New York City out here representing like that?
So what's it like to finally have that? Because I know that was always even
Yeah,
calling
that
your
was
shit New
dope.
York City the album.
100%.
You know, you're going for that.
I call my shit New York City the album.